So we're away now for the Humber. Oh, and the Humber Hospital there for Bedfordshire White. So it's Bedfordshire Yellow, Derbyshire away. Oh, what a goal there, the changeover for Bedfordshire Silver.
Derbyshire blue and white sharpens, but it's Bedfordshire white put in, nice
waiting now for Bedfordshire Yellow. Is there in that posing? Bedfordshire Yellow.
Taking time, is it? Is it taking time?
Yeah, we've got Lancashire Silver and Yorkshire waiting for their hat band. Great easily. Bedfordshire Yellow complete. Yorkshire away now, coming out for Lancashire Silver. Good change over there for Bedfordshire White. And it's Derbyshire coming down the arena. Derbyshire complete. Yellow, the lead of Derbyshire, Lancashire Silver and Yorkshire. Very quick one run and for Derbyshire. Right now it's Bedfordshire Yellow, Yorkshire, Derbyshire. Lancashire Silver away. Oh, very close there. Bedfordshire Yellow away, Derbyshire and Yorkshire. Silver. Oh, we've got a rider on the floor there for Bedfordshire White. Final rider away now for Bedfordshire Yellow. Derbyshire Blair going to go away, but the change goes on the floor, so Bedfordshire Yellow falls out by Yorkshire. Yorkshire. Very interesting pole cars on the arena.
Ready? And looking at the starter, and off we go, all together. And first bottles on are Lancashire's gone too far and they've missed it. And so at the top we have Greens of Yorkshire coming down, followed by the whites, followed by on the far side the yellows. Excellent changeover from Bedfordshire yellows, Bedfordshire whites and Yorkshire, followed swiftly by Derbyshire. So up the top end, and it looks as though it's the whites turning first, followed by Greens of Yorkshire, and coming down for a changeover. It's the whites, followed by Yorkshire, on the floor for Derbyshire, and Lancashire Red, a fantastic changeover, followed by the yellows. So up the top end, it looks as though we have hatbands ready for the whites of Bedfordshire. And at the top end, put very nicely on from Lancashire and picked up from the yellows. Coming down for a changeover, the second hatband out is going to be Yorkshire. So up the top end, followed by, we have coming down from the whites, it's going to be the whites who are going to pick up first, followed closely by Yorkshire and Bedfordshire yellows. Over the line, very nicely, we have the whites, followed by a great pickup from the yellows and from the greens. And I'll leave that one to the judges to decide. And out on the course, we have Derbyshire coming down with their hatband rider, and it's going to be the third rider picking up for Lancashire. Very sensibly done for the Derbyshire rider, very well done indeed. And finally we have the hatband changeover for Lancashire. Okay, we are ready for association up to the line, and we're off. So, going up, we have the white box going on from everyone but Yorkshire. Turning at the top, 4 turning together, coming down. And very nicely put on from Derbyshire and from Lancashire. And the yellows changing over neck and neck with the whites. So, going up together, we have Yorkshire out in, coming to make up their second box, but we have 3 coming down together, yellows, the whites, and Lancashire, but it's on the ground for the whites, and it's on its side for the yellows. So, we now have Derbyshire going out, but they have a wobbly blue one. So, next we have coming out, it's going to be very difficult for Derbyshire to keep that one, very nicely done, well done. So it is the hatband out for Derbyshire. And we have a very nice put on from the yellows, followed by the whites. So the hatband out, it is for Derbyshire, followed by the yellow, and a fantastic building skills from Derbyshire, well done to you. Yellows have slightly overshot it, so, and off we go. So, pony pairs, and all breaking together, going up all together in a line. Quick turn at the top, and we have the yellows make the first break down, followed in a line with Derbyshire, Lancashire and Yorkshire. The whites have got a bit of a tangle at the top end, so it is just the yellows with a field to themselves at the moment, followed by Derbyshire, Lancashire, Yorkshire and the whites coming down for their second changeover. So the first hatband out, and unfortunately Lancashire have split. So it is the yellows coming down nicely, followed by Derbyshire. And the whites have sorted themselves out, so they're coming to go on to their final rider, but it's going to be, and Lancashire split again, so that means Yorkshire now are going to come down in. So we've had the yellows, and we've had Derbyshire followed for the final race in this arena for today. So we are looking for pony twist, and away we go. And bending in and out, up and down, we have at the top end, all together, and a very quick turn from the yellows going inside, followed by all 4 in a row, but it is the yellows in front at the moment, and a fantastic changeover from the whites and from the greens of Yorkshire. And up the top end, very quickly put in at the top, we have the yellows, Derbyshire yellows coming down, followed by Derbyshire, followed by Yorkshire, and closely chased by Bedfordshire. It's all in the changeover here, and a fantastic changeover from the whites. So it is now the yellows in front, but they're being caught by Derbyshire and by the whites. So a very quick put in gives the yellows an advantage, and it is Derbyshire coming down after them, followed very quickly by the whites. So Derbyshire and the whites together, and it is the yellows out in front, and Derbyshire coming over the headband, chasing with the Derbyshire whites, and followed by Yorkshire. And out in front we have the yellows coming down very smoothly, followed by the whites, a very quick fourth rider there. And then we have Derbyshire finishing, which allowed Yorkshire in to get a bonus point there. So it is now between Lancashire and Derbyshire. And it looks as though Lancashire are going to steal some points ahead of Derbyshire, who missed a pole. And very nicely done by Lancashire. And we have the first rider. Ready? Ready? And we're off on the first race of the morning for the under-14s. And 5 very clean picks there for all our teams today. And who will have the brakes to put it gently into the top flag? And we have 2 clear ones in the lead at the moment. We have the yellows and we have Lancashire Silver going up together, neck and neck. And the others are quickly following, Derbyshire White having a few problems. And the first one back, it is yellows at the moment, followed by Lancashire. And over on the far side we have Derbyshire, and gently putting them in. And it is yellows who have the first one in for their third rider going up. And quickly followed by Lancashire and Yorkshire. Over the far side, Derbyshire having a few problems, and they're being caught by the whites. In the lead at the moment we have the yellows coming down with their third rider, and we have a good changeover for Derbyshire, and the whites still having a few problems over on the far side. So we have the yellow hatband going away first, and then they're going to be closely followed by Yorkshire, and the whites now do a good change. Derbyshire over the far side coming up for their third flag, and Lancashire hopefully putting theirs in very nicely down, and an excellent change there, but it is just one flag to go for the yellows, and very careful with it by the yellows. Heavy hatbands, and it is going to be Yorkshire, but they're closely followed by Lancashire in the middle. So one red flag to go in for Yorkshire. Can Lancashire sneak it? Unfortunately gone down for the white, so that may let in Derbyshire over the far side. We are looking for the greens of Yorkshire and the navies still have so there's going to be 3 headbands with our final flag ready to go in. Which one has got the patience to put it in? Gently, and it is Yorkshire who managed to do it. So we now have 3 headbands with the final flag, and it is Derbyshire who managed. Followed by Carlton race, everyone's eyes on the starter. And we're off all together. So up we go, and the first cartons are off already, and it is 5 clean picks, and we're all turning together at the top, and they're coming back all together. And we have the yellows crossing the line first, excellent changeovers, well done those, and we have the yellows out in front, followed by the whites and Lancashire Silver. Turning at the top, we have the yellows coming down first, followed by the whites, and on the near side we have Derbyshire. So crossing over the line, we have the yellows out first. And it's all clean picks so far. Turning up the top, we're going to have the yellows, followed by Derbyshire and the whites at the top end. And we also have Yorkshire coming down very fast. So a fantastic team with them, hatbands out. We have the yellows and we have Derbyshire. And they're turning at the top. We have 4 hatbands out at the top, and it's going to be a race back for the line. It is Derbyshire streaking down for a win, followed by the yellows, whites, and the greens. And finally, so we have the yellows coming down for a second rider and the third rider already. And so we have 1 hatband out before anyone else has managed to do a change. Oh, here come the whites now. So the yellows coming down, and I believe they're going to have to correct now. So that may get in the whites who are coming down for their third rider. And it's gone on the floor totally for Yorkshire. So there's some repair work to do there. So the yellows are now coming down, but we have the whites, who have now missed their final one. And so we now have the yellows have come over in first place. And we now have Yorkshire coming over. They've listed as well. So we are looking now for the Whites who have come over, and Derbyshire coming over at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And we have our starter is ready, looking at the flag, and we're off. So, bending up to our postman. And turning at the top, we have yellows going inside, and all the rest going on the outside. And make sure white out the posting. And going for the first changeover, it is yellows, Derbyshire, Whites, and Yorkshire. Well done, Lancashire. Thanks for wiping out your own team maneuver. Over the far side, we have the yellows, followed by Derbyshire. And changeover, very nicely done. Derbyshire, fantastic changeover, gives you the lead. And Yorkshire and the Whites going out. So, at the top there, we have the Yorkshire putting theirs in, and then coming back very nicely, followed by the yellows and the Whites putting theirs in. A very quick turn from Yorkshire at the top. And Lancashire turning at the top, and you're turning round and round. Excellent. Haven't quite out your posting. So we now have the headland, that is Derbyshire, followed by the yellow. We have flags in the right position. Looking at our starter, and we're off. So the first foot-ins go very cleanly for 2, 3, and changes on the near side. We have Lancashire doing very well. They're coming down to the third rider. Mistakes for the yellows. And this change of Derbyshire on the far side, extra pick up for the yellows now. And we have the Whites coming out for their changeover. And here comes Yorkshire for their second and third rider. And this on the near side, but it is Lancashire who are streets ahead of everybody. A fantastic win for Lancashire there. And everyone else is still out. So well done to Lancashire there, top line. And we have now Hatman, Derbyshire and yellows coming out together, and that is too close to call. And starter now. Andrew Reynolds is ready. Are we ready? And off we go with Speed Weavers, the first race of the U14 final. So, the yellows are in black hands due to a mistake position. So they are the first ones to change. Now they go with a clean break. Over the far side we have the Lancashire Storm team going in second place, followed by Yorkshire in green, and then the changeover down here for the yellows who are in black. Hat silks. And then we have the Whites coming down, and a great change for Yorkshire there. So the first hat band is ready, and we have the rider coming in for the hat band for the Derbyshire yellows. We have the Whites coming down, we have Yorkshire coming down, we have Lancashire correcting their fallen pole. And we have a great change from the Whites. And we had a great change from Derbyshire, their headlands out, but the winners for this race, double pointers, Derbyshire yellow, and we have the greens coming down next. And then we have a very fast ride from Derbyshire, very well corrected from Lancashire. Okay, so we are now away for sock and bucket, and we have 5 socks in the bucket to start with, and a great goal from the Whites and the yellows. So they are the first 2 Derbyshire teams to come through. Then we have Lancashire, and then the far side we have Yorkshire, and coming in now we have Derbyshire. And socks are in the bucket for the top 2 teams. Yorkshire still as Derbyshire are just about coming around their launches at the moment, and Lancashire getting on very nicely. And we have the yellows and the Whites going out in first and second. Socks are in the buckets very nicely. Great change from Lancashire and Derbyshire getting it together and coming back for their change. But the first hand will be the both Derbyshire teams. So we're looking for Derbyshire yellows and Derbyshire Whites out together, neck and neck. Next hand.
They all look a bit excited, they all jumping up in there, aren't they?
And then we have the yellows getting some advantage because the whites are struggling. So just to put in for the yellows, and they can gently come back to get their 10 points now. Out of course, we have Lancashire, we have Derbyshire, we have Derbyshire Whites, and it looks as though Lancashire could get 8 points here, and they do very nicely, and just behind are the Whites, and then we have Derbyshire, and
one of those,
I think that it was just a bit mean given.
it was just taking a scenic route, really.
But they'd have come fifth in it.
Yeah.
No,
and we're off.
they'd have come second in it.
So first chance on, 1, 2,
Yeah, that's
4,
why
5,
they,
all
that's
on.
why they flagged it.
Safely, going up the top, and beating up from all teams, so down the top.
That pony strange.
It's turning its arse end. It's going to be a serious accident with them because that pony's turning its backside onto the rider.
So, in the lead, right, we have Derbyshire Yellows in their black
It's getting a lot better.
It's the changeovers.
Near side, we have Lancashire and Derbyshire at 1 mile on the changeover on the ground from the right. So that leaves Derbyshire out in front, in the middle, and then a skinny turnaround from Derbyshire.
Shaking.
And
the struggle, bless her. She jumped around for 3 attempts to pick the sock up. I don't know where she couldn't. Yeah, she said that about 3 times to pick up the sock.
And a very fast put on from the yellows.
Come on, Grace. She's just so cute.
All they need to do is move home. The
11 o'clock.
Headlands for Lancashire and the Derbyshire will be coming over.
Lauren had a bit of a fall this morning.
Yes, I heard.
Okay, so we have the Olympic race, and going up to the top, we have the yellows in their black hats coming down first, followed by Derbyshire in the middle, sprinting very quickly indeed. And first on is going to be the yellows, and then we have Derbyshire changing over, and we have the whites just having problem vaulting. And a very quick change there from the white border, and we have action going up, and Derbyshire going through the top end. We have in first place at the moment the yellows coming down, the whites have caught up now, and Derbyshire just quickly round from they will come down to the last runner. But in the south, very nice down, we have the yellows getting their 10 points. Derbyshire sprinting forward again. And you have the yellows who got their 10 points, the whites will be getting 8. Derbyshire very nicely. And